Hi, good morning, dear children. I hope all of you are fine at home. I wish, with the grace of God, we can meet in our classroom as early as possible. In this pandemic period, you have to take more care and you have to concentrate in your studies. Okay. Today, we are going to start a new chapter. That is the chapter number 1, force. It is a simple chapter in the text and you have to learn at least 6 important points from this chapter totally. Today, we are going to discuss different types of motion that you already studied in the lower classes, that means in 8th and 9th standard. First type of motion, that is linear motion. Linear motion or translational motion. You know, linear motion means if a body travels in a straight line. Suppose a bus is moving on a road, that we can say a linear motion or translational motion. Can you follow me? A body is moving in a straight line. Then we can say that we are applying a force on a body, that the body moves in a straight line. Then we can say that that's a linear motion or translational motion. Okay? And similarly, suppose you are sitting in your room and watching this video. Definitely the fan is rotating there. Is it? Yes. Then the motion of that fan, we can say that is rotational motion. That means the fan is rotating. Or take a small string and a small stone, tie that stone at one end of that string, then starts to rotate. Then we can say that that stone rotates. That type of motion we can call, that is rotational motion. Okay, you already studied many examples for this in the lower classes, translational motion and rotational motion. Okay, then it is the first 2 simple things to understand in this chapter, that is linear or translational motion. Second one, rotational motion. I am saying all the topics slowly. If you have any doubt, then definitely you have to call me or WhatsApp me. Some students are calling and asking doubts via WhatsApp. Next time we are going to learn moment of a force or torque. Moment of a force or torque. Consider a body. Okay, it is pivoted at a point O. Can you follow me? Consider a body and it is pivoted, it is fitted at a point O. And I am applying a force F on the body and the body starts to move. Can you follow me? The body is pivoted at a point and we are applying a force on that body. That means here is the force. And force means, or torque means, it is the product of torque, tau. It is represented by the letter tau. Moment of a force, torque, tau is equal to force into perpendicular distance between force and the point, axis of rotation. Just listen. Moment of a force or torque means it is the product of force and the perpendicular distance between the force and the axis of rotation. Please don't write the symbols forms in the exam. Just I wrote for perpendicular like this. Please between for this. Okay. Please don't write in the examination like this. Just I told to understand that thing. Tau is equal to force. Here we have the force. Then tau is equal to force F. Then perpendicular distance between the force. This is the force. And the axis of rotation, that is the pivoted point. Then it's here. This is the perpendicular distance. Can you follow me? Then force into that OP. Can you follow me? We are applying a force. This is the force and the perpendicular distance. Then that will be OP. Can you follow me? Then we can say that torque is equal to force into OP from this diagram. But you have to learn that moment of a force or torque means it is the product of, product means in physics you have to understand multiply. The product of force and the perpendicular distance between the force and the axis of rotation. Perpendicular distance between the force and the axis of rotation. Then suppose this is perpendicular distance, that is tau is equal to force into perpendicular distance. Okay, just I am writing for simple form to understand. Torque tau means force into perpendicular distance. Suppose we want to write the unit of it, then I can write tau is equal to force, the unit of force is Newton. For distance, that is meter. Therefore, the unit of moment of force or torque is Newton meter. I can write Newton meter. Okay? Can you follow me? Okay? It is very, very important. And you have to remember one more point. Moment of force is a vector quantity. It is very, very important point. Moment of force is a vector quantity. What is moment of force or torque? It is the product of force and the perpendicular distance between the force and the axis of rotation. The unit of torque or moment of force, that is Newton meter. Another term we are going to understand, that is couple. I hope all of you are already know about the seesaw. In the childhood days, maybe you sit in the seesaw. Anyway, in the seesaw we know that is fixed or pivoted in the middle. Okay, then we have two chairs here to sit. We know that. When Two persons sit here, it will move. If this way, then this way. Okay? Actually, here two forces by two persons. Two forces are there. Okay? Then, these two forces, a pair of forces makes the body to move. A pair of forces makes the body to move. Then we have to learn the term couple. Couple means equal and opposite parallel forces acting on a body. Equal, opposite and parallel forces acts on a body. Then we can say that that's a couple. I told one example, simple example, that is seesaw is an example for it. Okay. Then in the case of moment of couple means that is similar of that moment of force, that is force into perpendicular distance between the forces. That means moment of couple means it is the product of force and the distance between the two forces. That is moment of couple means that is the product of force and the perpendicular distance between the force. Suppose it is the first force F1 and it is the second force F2, then the perpendicular distance means this is the distance D. So moment of couple means we can write F into D. Okay. Same unit. Force means the unit of force is Newton and for the distance is meter, that is Newton meter. Okay. Principle of moments. Principle of moments means that is the sum of the anti-clockwise moments is equal to sum of clockwise moments. Commonly there is a question in the board examination, state principle of moments. Okay. Here principle of moments means sum of anti-clockwise moments is equal to sum of clockwise moments. Okay. While doing the numerical we can understand it clearly. Suppose anti-clockwise moments, suppose we can say that F1 into D1. And here in the case of F2 into D2, we can say like that while doing a numerical. Okay. You have to understand one term in your mind. Clockwise moment means that is negative. Clockwise moment is negative. And anti-clockwise moment is positive. That you have to just learn in your mind. Okay. Okay, dear students, study well. In the beginning of this class, I informed or I advised you, if you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay? So, I know you cannot grasp all the aspects I am teaching in the online class. So, you can ask the doubts. You can message your doubt in the WhatsApp, then I will answer. Okay, so please be confident. We can meet in the classroom and we can create a good atmosphere of teaching. The most important thing, you have to study well and score good marks. Okay, thank you very much.